welcome to the channel. My name is Henning Pauli. Today I'm showing you a Tyler Elite HD Japan edition. Funny thing is, I don't even know if you can still buy these. Why am I showing this to you? I am not affiliated with Tyler. I wish I was. But Tyler doesn't really work with YouTube channels. And I understand. They're US guitars, the ones with the really amazing schmear colors, really, really cool. Some of the most coveted super strats on the planet. The super top level studio guys play them. And now I know why. And in Germany, these clock in at 7,000 for bolt-on HSS Strat. And you'd say, that's silly. And it is. But on the other hand, I know why. So having a Tyler as a guitar player who likes the ADZ kind of stuff, the cat's trying to get out. Not because I make him work. No. I don't know why he's really snoring out there. He shouldn't go out. Where was I? No, I always just wanted to have one of these top-level Tyler instruments. And never really spent time with them. Just like, one of these holy grail instruments. And now that I have it, I know why I wanted it. It's the opposite way around. So why do I have this? Because Very Nice Guitars from Poland, that's the company name, Very Nice Guitars. They buy and sell used instruments, but not your typical vintagey stuff and Les Pauls and Strats. They're usually more into the high-end 6, 7, 8 strings, gent stuff, Abazi, Mayonnaise, Skervesen, Hapas, you name it, Strandbergs, all these exclusive, more high-end metal machines. And they had this, and they wanted me to do some promotion for them on my Sunday videos. Not this video. They don't even know I'm making this video. And I said, how about no money exchanges hands, but I want that Tyler. And this is why it's here. Boy, was that the right decision. Let me find the unboxing and I'll show you how it arrived. So from the moment I took it out of the case, I had a good feeling. This is everything I always wanted from a guitar, minus the ugly headstock. We all know that the Tyler headstock is an ugly-ass headstock. I'm pretty sure Tyler knows it, but you know what? Everyone talks about the Tyler headstock, so they've won. Don't even know, it says James Tyler on there as well. There's different variations. Sometimes it says James Tyler, sometimes it says Tyler. There's something here at the bottom as well. Made in Japan with a serial number stamped in right there. Now again, this is a Japanese model. They don't have the schmear paints. They do these in Los Angeles, I think. But that doesn't mean that this is, I think, less. I don't even know because I've never really played one of the very high-end ones. But boy, is this a mind-blowing guitar. I like to tell you what the body is made out of. I'm going to assume it's alder. What do I know? Because I don't. The amazing thing is when you touch it, when you're holding it like this, you immediately feel, oh wait, this is not a Strat, there's something different. There's a shaving in the back here, right there. Is that necessary? No. but this is just rounded off in a beautiful way. This is very nice. For higher fret access, I don't quite know, but it does feel very ergonomic. We don't have the big ass flame maple neck like some of the super Strats have. It's a solid, beautiful sounding neck. We have, which is great, and that's one thing I love about this, the Hipshot open geared locking tuners. I don't know about these tuner heads, these machine heads, but those tuners are among the best on the planet, if you ask me. That's what I would want on any high-end guitar. So we got that. This could possibly be a Gravtech Tusk knot. Not sure. I don't know. We definitely have a maple neck with a maple fretboard. And is it... Yeah, the fretboard is separate. It has to be, otherwise there would be a skunk stripe. Again, I don't have stats here. So the fret edges are rounded off to perfection. This is how you do a player's guitar. We have abalone side dots. Subtle, but they do the job, right? The color? I say red, Leslie says pink. Red through pink to blue. Kind of cool. I would like the schmear thing, but that costs different. We have a uniquely shaped pickguard. Not your typical Strat thing. Totally fine. HSS configuration, I assume their own pickups. The trem says on the bent saddles. So this is very traditional, except for the 2-point. James Tyler, so I assume this is their own making. This screws in, but we could fix that and make it a little bit tighter and less wiggly. But it works. We have a battery compartment here because it's got an active mid-push, which makes this guitar way more flexible than any other HSS Strat. Big-ass trem block in there, as you would assume, and a perloid cover right there. And maybe you can see it right there. This is angled so that you actually have a thinner axis here than up there. This is definitely your super ergonomic, high-performing Super Strat. It's not going to fool anyone that you're playing a Fender or whatever, because headstock atrocity. I don't care. I have McMulls. People don't like the McMull headstocks. Hey, Quentin James, ya fucker. Oh, he's going to cut this out and make it into a video, but that's okay. Quentin James, ya fucker. Staggered tuners. When you look from the side, staggered tuners. We don't need string trees, even though the headstock is straight. Everything's perfect. Let's listen to it and look at some product shots. Before I had a Noodle Track that I already had in some other video. Quickly, we got volume and tone. There's no push, pull, anything. Don't need that. And we've got this weird, differently looking black knob, right? But maybe you want that at a specific position, and that's probably why we have a very clear white line there. And when this bouton in French, which is hard to see for you, is pushed in, it's your typical these two, middle, these, humbucker. When this comes out, the setting of this kicks in, and it's a mid-push. Leslie gets mad when the coffee mug's invisible. And this actually, because it's a mid-push and it fills out in a nice way, actively gives you in each position more of a humbucker sound. So when the single coil is too bitey and too wiry, kick it in, all of a sudden you've got, I would call it kind of humbuckerish. Now the heater kicks in and the cat's like, what is that? That's a heater, Marvin. So, here's me noodling with it a few weeks ago. I like HSS Strats. They're flexible. I like the ergonomics. Some people love SGs where everything is a little bit more to the left. Some people love the ergonomics of a Les Paul. I've got no issues with a Les Paul, but if I could pick any kind of guitar, it would likely be an HSS Strat, preferably with a wangy or rosewood neck. I just like dark necks, but all the mapleness here, totally nice, and those fret edges, not the fret edges, the fingerboard edges are ridiculous. So let me go through the sounds here. We're talking, I know that's pigeonholing, but we're talking 80s studio perfection. Clean, clear, not vintage Strat. This is, for anyone who likes clean sounds, this is the dream guitar, which possibly would make this, with all the guitars I have, my new go-to dream guitar, which is weird. We're not even working together. Why would I say positive things about this company? Because that's what I do on the channel. Here we go. So, of course, the Tone King Imperial through 4/12 cream backloaded cab with a bit of reverb from the aux. That's what you want from a single coil, right? Moving on to in between. Yes! In the middle. And then my favorite, the back in between. Put a bit of chorus on there and yes. By the way, if you want to know what any of these chords are, or learn more, or know what this is, same thing actually, or this, or why not to play this, Power chord theory. You're going to have to know German for that because it's, of course, completely in German at gitarrenlehreronline.de. So if you're from the Germany or a German-speaking country and you always wanted to unlock the fretboard in terms of knowing how to build chords without looking at stupid chord books, that's your course. I might be doing this with a different company in English. I've already filmed it in English years ago, but I will redo this. But if you're capable of the German, get Power chord theory. The 1,000 people who bought it so far say they love it. That's all I can tell you. It's a good course. gitarrenlehreronline.de. Now we're in Hamburger. Do you see how that's the same loudness? Ibanez, take a cue from this. Because the Ibanez in between positions are great, but they really dive down in terms of volume. Before I forget, the price of this? Hard to tell. Used, it was $32.50. So I'm thinking this could be anywhere between $3,500 and $4,000. If they still make the Japan ones, which I don't know if they do. I actually don't know when this is from. I know nothing. All I know is it's a Tyler and I'm telling you about Tyler. Those in-betweens are amazing. So let's look at that mid-push. We're back here. Damn, this is what you want from a single coil on a Strat. That's incorrect. So you push this. Now, clean, it's like, gets very woolly, too thick, too wide. But trust me, once we go drive, that's the shit. Same in every position. Also in the back, on the humbucker. For leads, this is the trick. So, we'll go more drive here. What do we have on? Let's go actually into the Amplified Nation Bombshell Overdrive, which is Dumble-ish. Let's kick in the Joey Landreth Dirt Dog here. Why not? So that has a bit bite, right? Bite goes away with that mid. Just a really nice variation when it gets too bitey and you want more wididity and a bit of a mid push. So let's go to the Flex by the Friedman. No drive. So the humbucker by itself is more precise. With the mid push, you're getting a bit more smoothness and mids. I really love the ability to hit this knob and all of a sudden that bitey single coil thing goes away and I've got more singing. It's beautiful. So here we are on the Lulis by Tube Workshop. All the way over there, that's the blue thing above the blue rev. That amp is a bit bitey. Let's go to the Rev 120. So my bottom line about the Tyler Studio Elite HD Japan, if you can get one, I don't know. Don't know if they still make them. I have no clue. But it's, for me, tonally, playability, maybe even looks, I don't know. I don't care. It's probably as close to the perfect guitar for me as any guitar I've ever owned. And I love many of my guitars for certain things. The tuners are as good as the tuners on my Sully Trella, which is a mind-blowing instrument. This switch, I mean, playability, weight. If you're into Super Strats, try one of these. Any Tyler if you can. If you're into Super Strats, I think you should check this out. Unless you're looking for vintage sounds, then I don't think this is your cup of tea. They are studio sounds, whatever that means. But boy, I just want to tell you this. Now, Very Nice Guitars doesn't pay me for this video. Tyler surely isn't. And I'm working this baby off. But I'm glad I am. I'll link to, I don't know, Tyler maybe, and definitely Very Nice Guitars below. And you'll also get some animals at the end.
Garden's full of last year's leaves, the mailbox of reminder fees, and I'm not sure I'm needing all those shoes. The hall's a mess, can't find my keys. The kid is hurt his other knee, and now we're cutting back on all the booze. Our hair getting grey, more work and less play. Our youth seems to fade.